Hey YouTube, what's up? It's another video. It's gonna be difficult and complicated, but I'm gonna try my best. So, this is about fraud, legal name. NES if you want. Fraud legal name. What is this? This is not my real name. This is my what I call me. I'm Justin. This is just for an example. I want to show you something. This is the way it's writing. This is correct. You have a big letter and little letters after. This is okay. This is not okay. This is wrong. By the gloss, sometimes you can have depend like the how you want. The gloss doesn't appear. All capital letters. It's a fake language. It's called Latin. It's a Latin language. It's the language of the dead. That's why they stopped to learn this at school. In fact, this is the language of the dead. They change it. In fact, look at all your papers you have, and you're gonna see your name is already writing with all capital letter. It's on a purpose. In fact, they change the way your name is writing. Normally, it's gonna be like this, but all your paper is like this. It's a little complicated, but even in time, it's not very complicated. When you were born, your mother, and this is the effect of this is the same thing with your parents, with your all parents, etc., etc. When you were born, your mother um, make babies, under the maritime law. In fact, when your mother make you real, when you were born, you go to the hospital. After you have a certificate of birth, okay? It's your proof of existence, okay? In fact, they give you and then change your name. You have your real name. Your parents call you in a certain way, and they give you the name of their parents. But your parents have the name in all capital letters, so you become like this. Okay, this is wrong. This is Latin. This is not the correct language. This is the language. This is a corporation. This is all capital letter. This is wrong. This is a trick for you to become like a document. Okay. In fact, your mother is like a boat, a boat like this, hop, it's like a boat on the sea because your mother, when it was pregnant, okay, you come from your mother, you come from the water, the sea of your mother, and then in fact, your mother, with air, your mother is like a boat, because the object come from the boat of the sea. You understand? You from the system, I trick you because you become you come to life like an object, and the hospital is the dock. Is where the boats come, and after your parents sign a document with the signature, sign, where it's a proof of your life, but it's a certificate of birth. In fact, you become a document. Your real proof when they take the footprint when you were born, when you were babies, the real documents come to the numeric world. In fact, they come to the speculation where you have the money because the government take the money from the bank, but after they need to comment dire, reimburse, you give me your money, but after I give you the money come back, and this document is a guaranteed. It's like a guaranteed for us, for the government, to take the money from the bank. Okay, so you become a corporation. The maritime law is after 7 years, again the 7, if parents don't reclaim the object like a real human, okay, like a real human with blood and flesh and blood. If they don't reclaim you, by the law of the sea, you became lost in sea. This is the maritime law. This is the law of the sea. This is the law of the slave. This is the slavery of it. Okay. After 7 years, you are definitely in capital letter. You become a document. You're not alive anymore. You don't have a soul for the system. So you became a fictional identity. This is the property. This name in capital letter is not your property. It's the property of your government. Do you understand? For guaranteed for reimburse the money. So all you buy by your name, and you can verify. You have your account bank with this capital letter. You pay your certificate of drive a car. All it's this. In fact, this is all you have, boy, or all you have by this name is not at you. It's the property of the government. So if tomorrow you have a problem with the bank, the government can take all you have by this name. That's why they wanna remove and stop all the paper for the money. They wanna all just give you the cards, and on your card bank, your name is writing in this all capital letter. Do you understand? This is a trick. This is like a code. This is not. It's in French because I'm French, or you are in English. This is Latin. Okay. I don't know the pronunciation if it's good. This is Latin. This is a dead language. This is finished. Latin is dead. This is the language of the dead. That's why, in fact, after 7 years, all people are dead. You consider it by this system like a dead. After, you have the judge. Okay, the judge in fact it's like a bank. It's like a it's a bank. Comment dire, it's like a boat. It's difficult for me to explain in English, but in fact, sorry, okay, sorry, in fact, the judge, they have the book, a dictionary, with the law book. Okay, it's not the same like we can go to the shop and have a dictionary classic with word, with a definition. And if you look the maritime the law, the book of law, in fact, with the juridic books, you're gonna see all the words are writing all in capital letter, not like this, you know, not like this. And the definitions are completely different. They judge you by this book with the definition all with the words all capital letters, because judge can only judge a fiction juridic, fictional juridic. In fact, the judge can judge human beings, because you are already all the rights. You come from, you're not lost in sea. In fact, you have already a soul, a spirit, a mind, blood. You see, that's why I show you sometimes my blood, or I do a blood over intent. You can find on internet what is this, the blood over intent. It's just the law of the world, because your word is like a magic spell. They trick you in this way. This is again the fraud legal name, the maritime law. You can find, because for me it's difficult to explain you. If you have understand this, you understand you have a fake identity. Okay, your paper is not you. You think you are all this name in capital letter. In fact, you are not this. This is a trick. This is a trick, and that's why you are linked to contract. You have obligation. An obligation is linked to the contract. Don't forget, this contract was signed by your parents, and your parents was the same with their parents, etc., etc. I believe there are links with the Alexandria Bibliothèque on the ancient Egypt, with all Egypt. I believe the papyrus will have links with this. I believe. So this is a fact. You can make your own research, and after, so you have your fake identity, but you are a human. Write correctly, because dot explain you what is the real law. You have the cosmic law in certain way, if I can say that. They know they can do you nothing, but they just change by this to all capital letter, and then give you all the rights on you. And this is because silence is like consent. You consent by the silence. It's a fraud, it's a trick. It's not your fault, it's not our fault. But the law is, if you silence, it's like consent. So they have all the rights on you, over you. Okay, it's crazy. I know it's crazy, but we are under the babies come to the maritime law. You became a corporation, and after all the human, by the law, lost their souls, lost their mind. You become just like an object, and that's it. And they make us tuk in all big things like corporation. That's called corporation. Corporation. You became a corporation. That means a lot of fictional. This is so the paper is the fiction. All the fiction in one big thing is called corporations. Okay, so we are all one corporation, but this is a fiction. This is a fiction. This doesn't exist. This don't exist. Okay, so we are, like I said, after 7 years, we are lost in sea. The sea, this is a parable. The sea, I can make a links with the sea, with the deluge, the story of Noah, when all the waters from above come and all the flow. In fact, it's possible it was true, but it's possible this is just a picture, of what's going on, you know. So everybody are lost in sea, and I'll make a links. The matrix, as I tell you, we are trapped into the matrix. Okay, the matrix is like a stream, it's the stream, and you diffuse the video, etc. This all the zero one, the binary code, the zero and the one. Go to the trigonometry, you and the 0, 1, positive, negative, all these numbers, this flow, okay, from the cables to the Ethernet, for example, is like the numeric C. Okay, for me, this is a C numeric. Okay, so in fact, we are a document who are lost in C. Do you understand what I mean? This is what I have understand. This is my comprehension. Possibly I'm wrong. I'm just a human. Look my blood. I'm a real man. Okay, so it's possible I make a mistake. So I hope you have understand this, because it's one of the key of our presence or existence in this plane. Okay, I hope you have understand, and I hope is it relatively clear. This is the third legal name, and this is a very very a trick. It's I don't know how can I call this, but this is a trick. I believe it's from Constantinople. It's like our calendar from Constantinople, from the emperor called Justinian. You can check this out if you want. Thank you for your attention.